Kutaisi is the legislative capital of Georgia, and its second largest city, after the capital Tbilisi. Situated 221 kilometers west of Tbilisi, it is the capital of the western region of Emirata. Geography. Kutaisi is located along both banks of the Rioni River. The city lies at an elevation of 125 to 300 meters above sea level. To the east and northeast, Kutaisi is bounded by the northern Emirata foothills, to the north by the Samguralai Range, and to the west and the south by the Kolchis Plain. Landscape. Kutaisi is surrounded by deciduous forests to the northeast and the northwest. The low-lying outskirts of the city have a largely agricultural landscape. The city center has many gardens, its streets are lined with high, leafy trees. In the springtime, when the snow starts to melt in the nearby mountains, the storming Rioni River in the middle of the city is heard far beyond its banks. Climate. The climate in Kutaisi is humid subtropical with a well-defined onshore, monsoonal flow during the autumn and winter months. The summers are generally hot and relatively dry while the winters are wet and cool. Average annual temperature in the city is 14.5 degrees Celsius. January is the coldest month with an average temperature of 5.3 degrees Celsius, while July is the hottest month with an average temperature of 23.2 degrees Celsius. The absolute minimum recorded temperature is -17 degrees Celsius and the absolute maximum is 44 degrees Celsius. Average annual precipitation is around 1,530 millimeters. Rain may fall in every season of the year. The city often experiences heavy, wet snowfall in the winter, but the snow cover usually does not last for more than a week. Kutaisi experiences powerful easterly winds in the summer which descend from the nearby mountains. History. Kutaisi was the capital of the ancient kingdom of Kolchis. Archaeological evidence indicates that the city functioned as the capital of the kingdom of Kolchis as 5 centuries BC. Several historians believe that, in Argonautica, a Greek epic poem about Jason and the Argonauts and the journey to Kolchis, author Apollonius Rhodius considered Kutaisi their final destination as well as the residence of King Aretes. From 978 to 1122 CE, Kutaisi was the capital of the United Kingdom of Georgia, and from the 15th century until 1810, it was the capital of the Emiratian Kingdom. In 1508, the city was captured by Selim I, who was the son of Bayezid II, the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. During the 17th century, Emiratian kings made many appeals to Russia to help them in their struggle for independence from the Ottomans. All these appeals were ignored as Russia did not want to spoil relations with Turkey. Only in the reign of Catherine the Great, in 1768, were troops of General Gottlieb Heinrich Totlaben sent to join the forces of King Heraclius II of Georgia, who hoped to reconquer the Ottoman-held southern Georgian lands. With Russian help, Totlaben helped King Solomon I of Emirata to recover his capital, Kutaisi, on August 6, 1770. Finally, the Russian-Turkish wars ended in 1810 with the annexation of the Emiratian Kingdom by the Russian Empire. The city was the capital of the gubernia of Kutaisi, which included much of West Georgia. In March 1879, the city was the site of a blood libel trial that attracted attention all over Russia. The 10 accused Jews were acquitted. Kutaisi was a major industrial center before Georgia's independence in 1991. Independence was followed by the economic collapse of the country, and, as a result, many inhabitants of Kutaisi have had to work abroad. Small-scale trade prevails among the rest of the population. The city had a massive Soviet war memorial for the Georgians killed in World War II. On December 18, 2009, a private demolition company working for the Georgian government demolished the monument to make room for a parliament building. Despite massive protests from Russia and the Georgian opposition, safety regulations were violated, resulting in flying chunks of concrete hitting civilian population centers. A woman and her daughter were killed in the courtyard of their home, and 4 other people were critically injured. In 2011, Mikhail Saakashvili, the president of Georgia, signed a constitutional amendment relocating the parliament to Kutaisi. On 26 May 2012, Saakashvili inaugurated the new parliament building in Kutaisi. This was done in an effort to decentralize power and shift some political control closer to Abkhazia, although it has been criticized as marginalizing the legislature, and also for the demolition of a Soviet war memorial formerly at the new building's location. Culture. Kutaisi has an ancient cultural tradition. Here is a list of the cultural centers in Kutaisi. Museums and other cultural institutions. 1. Kutaisi State Historical Museum. 2. Kutaisi Museum of Sport. 3. Kutaisi Museum of Martial Art. 4. Museum of Zakaria Paliashvili. 5. Kutaisi State Historical Archive. 6. Kutaisi State Scientific Universal Library. 7. David Kakabadze Fine Art Gallery. 8. Art Salon. 9. Akaki Sateli State University Theatres and Cinema. 1. Kutaisi Lado Meskishvili State Academic Theatre. 2. Kutaisi Melatin Balanchevardza State Opera House. 3. Kutaisi Iakob Gogebashvili State Pop-Up Theatre. 4. Cinema and Entertaining Center, Suliko. 5. Herman Wedekind Jugan Theatre. Professional unions and public organizations: Georgian Writers Union, Georgian Painters Union, Folk Palace. Media. Local newspapers include Kutaisi, Emeritus Moaba, PS, Akali Gazeta, and Kutaijori Verzha. Other publications include Shvanaburabi, a journal published by the Ministry of Diaspora Issues, and Ganti Yardi, a scientific journal. TV. Rioni, radio. Duzbeli Kalaki. Also, all the Republican newspapers, journals and television stations have their representatives in Kutaisi. Sport. Kutaisi has a great tradition in sports, with many famous sport clubs. FC Torpedo Kutaisi has participated on the highest level of the Soviet Union Football League. After Georgia achieved independence, it won many domestic and international titles. RCAIA Kutaisi won the Soviet Championship several times in rugby, and after independence, national championships and cups. Kutaisi also had an influential basketball club, BC Kutaisi 2010. Main sites. The landmark of the city is the ruined Bagrat Cathedral, built by Bagrat III, King of Georgia, in the early 11th century. The Bagrat Cathedral, and the Jelasha Monastery a few km east of the city, are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. One of the famous churches in Georgia is Motza Meta Church. It is named after 2 saints, brothers David and Constantine. They were the Dukes of Margveta, and were martyred by Arab invaders in the 8th century. Besides the churches, there are many interesting places in Kutaisi, such as Sataplia Cave, where one can observe footprints of dinosaurs, Geguti Palace, which was one of the residences of Georgian monarchs, Okris Chardaki, Georgian King's Palace, and the Pantheon, where many notable citizens are buried. In December 2009, the demolition of a major World War II memorial in the city resulted in the death of 2 people. Russia had heavily protested the decision to remove the memorial. Economy. On April 2, 2009, the Georgian Economy Minister, Lasha Zhvania, announced that an Egypt-based home appliances producer company, Fresh Electric, intends to create a free industrial zone in Kutaisi. Transport. Airport. David the Builder. Kutaisi International Airport is an airport located 14 kilometers west of Kutaisi. It is one of 3 international airports currently in operation in Georgia. Railway. Kutaisi Rail Terminal has direct connection with Tbilisi. Line is served by Georgian Railways. Local celebrations. Kutaisi Bar is the most important holiday in Kutaisi. It is celebrated on the 2nd of May. On this day the population of Kutaisi crowds into the Central Park, with their children and celebrate together. Some people make masks and there are many kinds of performances, so it is a lot of fun. Also little children sell chamomiles. It is an old tradition. In the past ladies collected money for poor people, so today children also collect money for them. On this day one can see traditional Georgian dances and you can hear folk music. Also it is an old tradition to go in the forest, which is near Kutaisi. Families barbecue and play games. On this day, people wear traditional clothes, choksa, so you can imagine that you are in past times. Also there is a new tradition of writing lyrics which have been written by writers from Kutaisi and then airplanes throw them from the sky. There is also a competition in different kinds of martial arts. Notable natives: Eretz, King of Kingdom of Colchis; Bagrat III, King of United Kingdom of Georgia in 975-1014, George I, King of United Kingdom of Georgia in 1014-1027, Bagrat IV, King of United Kingdom of Georgia in 1027-1072, George II, King of United Kingdom of Georgia in 1072-1089, David IV, King of United Kingdom of Georgia in 1089-1125, Veriko Anjaparadze, Georgian actress; Akaki Vasadze, Georgian actor; Tiamura Zapkazava, world and European champion in wrestling; Rivaz Gabriadze, cinematographer, writer, director, production designer; Niko Nikoladze, Georgian public figure; Meliton Balanchevadze, Georgian composer; Zakaria Paliashvili, Georgian composer; Iakob Nikoladze, Georgian sculptor, designer of the previous state flag of Georgia; Vladislav Rachkovich, first president of the Polish government in exile, 1939–1947; Joseph Orbeli, Orientalist; David Kakabadze, Georgian painter; Viktor Doladze, Georgian composer; Otar Korkia, Georgian basketball player and coach; Dodo Chichinadze, Georgian actress; Rivaz Dazodzuashvili, Georgian football player, World Cup 1966 bronze medalist; Zurab Sakhandaladze, Georgian basketball player, Olympic champion; Mihail Korkia, Georgian basketball player, Olympic champion; Mirpik Hadze, Israeli painter, Kutaisi native; Tengiz Sulakvelidze, Georgian football player, played in 1982 FIFA World Cup, Euro 1988 silver medalist; Ramos Shengalia, Georgian football player, played in 1982 FIFA World Cup; Maya Chiberdanidze, the 7th Women's World Chess Champion; Nikolas Nemtsitsveridze, 3-time Russian rugby champion with his team AIA Kutaisi; Beshik Kamashuradze, Georgian rugby player, won 53 caps, RCI Kutaisi player coach; David Karkliashvili, Olympic champion in wrestling; Katie Mewa, singer. International relations. Twin towns and sister cities. Kutaisi is twinned with Ashkelon, Israel; Bayonne, France; Columbia, Missouri, USA; Dnipropetrovsk, Ukraine; Donetsk, Ukraine; Ganja, Azerbaijan; Gyumri, Armenia; Kars, Turkey; Kharkiv, Ukraine; Lviv, Ukraine; Newport, Wales; Nicaea, Greece; Plovdiv, Bulgaria; Poznan, Poland; Rash, Iran; Samsun, Turkey; Tianjin, China; Vitoria Gasteiz, Spain; Xinhua, China.